Daniel O'Brien here. I thought I would give you a quick update of what's happening on the farm. It's been a little while since I've done this, so let's start here. Can you see the steam? Does it come out in the camera lens? You can see that. Big thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, so this is a compost pile. I'm getting into composting. I'm not a compost expert, but it's got nice square edges. Not saying you need to, but in case you're wondering, hey, what's going on? That mesh panel inside there was around this. So this has got, the chickens have obviously been over wood chip. I've added horse manure, and it's actually what I would call stable manure, which is from horse stable. So it's already got a bit of hay and chaff and sawdust and whatever they're bedding mixed through. It's got horse manure. I've got wood chip from the tree loppers, and the chooks have sort of been in there. So it's been sitting there. The chooks are on the lower bit for maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe longer. And then I've added a pile of horse manure, and that's steaming up nicely. Let's actually, I don't have a shovel in my hand, but let's just get my foot. There you go. You can see it's got plenty of heat in there, so it's probably ready to turn at the moment. Over here I've got another lot which I'm putting together. So this is what I call the stable manure. So you see in there, it's got like wood chip, it's got horse manure. So the chickens are scratching through it. I've thrown a few weeds in there and there. And so the chickens are scratching through it, but they're also adding their manure. So this is what I love about it. And I'll just keep adding to this over the next week or so. Probably get it close up to the top. So they're probably about 1.2 high. They're probably a little bit higher actually. So I'll get it close to the top. And then I'll just let it sit for 4 days. And then I'll probably turn it every 2 days. You can see this one steaming. That's just where I've opened it up a bit. That's a good sign. Now the wood chip, got a great zoom on the camera. That's our pile of wood chip, and I had some fresh stuff. You might not be able to see, but some of that was sort of steaming a bit. That's how I get a good compost. I'm using wood chip that's quite fresh, and it generates its own heat, and then obviously the horse manure creates its own heat. And I've got the chickens. So this is a bit of the playing around with the compost. So the chickens are doing their part, the horses are doing their part, the wood chip's doing their part, and it all gets mixed together. Let's keep moving. That rooster is free range. He actually comes from in there. So this is the chicken Caravan 10. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't tell you, if you haven't seen, that's a chicken Caravan 30 chickens. This is the chicken Caravan 10. So obviously those 30 chickens behind me, they are turning the compost. This is the chicken Caravan 10. I'm pretty sure this fence is off. If it's not, you'll hear me squawk. Chicken Caravan 10 here. I think I've got 9 little hens in here. So I've got the water drum on front. So one of the things I'll talk about efficiencies. If you've ever been to one of my farm open days, I can quickly see how full that water is. I quickly walk up, I can see it's got a bullet drinker, so I don't need to clean out some dirty, messy, muddy water bowl. So it's got its water on board. In there, I'll probably put the camera in there, that's the nesting box. In behind there, it's a roll-away nesting box. This is where the chickens perch. It's got a mesh floor so the manure falls through. That door automatically opens and closes. Under the solar panel in summer, the exhaust fan kicks in and sucks any hot air out. This little box on top, this is the feeder. There's the feed. And we've made that big enough, I can actually get the end of a feed bag and pour it in. I don't need like a scoop or a cup or whatever, or a bucket can just like pour straight in there. And that feed chute goes all the way through the caravan, all the way through, and that's where the chickens feed out of. feed out of there. Here we have egg collection. Haven't collected the eggs today yet. So it's food on board, water on board, automatic gate to open and close. The nesting boxes are automatic, so it kicks them out at night, opens them up in the morning. Food, water, solar, automation, it's awesome. And they're just protected by this electric chicken fence. This is a product I haven't brought out yet, but we sit our solar panel on the top of a star picket, but we've built it into an earth stake. So I don't have to go find a hammer or the post rammer. It's all built in. So I can put my little solar panel, it's got a little lithium battery in there, so it's off grid, and I can put it on the top of a star picket, which we've attached to the slide hammer earth stake. So that's my earth, and it's also the post to sit my electric fence energizer on. And the chickens are obviously protected by the electric fence. That's some fence of where the chickens were before. This is what I love, seeing the disturbance. So the chickens were in there, but obviously before that you can clearly see, this is why I love the videos, you can clearly see that's where the chickens were. I like that level of disturbance. They haven't dug huge holes where I'm going to break my ankles in, but I can actually see where they've been. They've sort of spread the manure, like they've sort of scratched all through, and I can clearly see where they've been. That's the level I like. How long? I probably had 20 chickens there maybe for 4 or 5 days. If it's wet weather, they'll actually do more impact because the soil will be softer. This is where some chickens have been on this short grass. Because we are in the middle of winter at the moment, we're not seeing straight away the improvement of grass. Or put it this way, it's harder to see on video, but I can sort of see a faint line through there. That's sort of where the fence went to. So this is a little bit greener in here. It's a little bit more yellow over there. So the chickens were in here. You can sort of see a faint outline of where the chickens were a week or so ago. So this will, come springtime, this will really shoot up. A few days ago I bogged the ute. So I talked about a bit of soil disturbance here. I'm not worried about that because I've got plenty of wood chip. I'll just fill this in with wood chip and that'll all just sort itself out. This is an E-coop layer 60. So I've probably only got about 30 hens in there. I can close down one side. They've got the rollaway nesting boxes. They've got feeder there, 30 kilos of food, 30 kilos of food. Here are the rollaway nesting boxes. I'll try not to disturb them too much. But you flip that over. Look at that, look at all the eggs. And also keep my garden hose fitting there so I know where it is. But yeah, plenty of eggs. And clean eggs. And they're out of the way of the chickens. I'm due to collect the eggs now. This is our E-coop grower. So this is an E-coop, but it doesn't have nesting boxes. And before I go in there, I just love this little shot here. There they all are sitting on the perches. Let's go in and have a look. So these chickens, someone's going to say how old are they? I'm not sure. They'd be 8 weeks old. I'm guessing. I'm sure if I looked at the calendar. So this setup's got 2 feeders. It's got 2 perches. We can put in more. It's got little bullet drinkers down there. So again, I'm not cleaning out some big dirty water bowl full of mud. Each corner has a 30-litre water drum. But it's got a float valve in it. So I'll just show you. The float valve sits about there. So we say they hold 20 litres each because the top it's probably more like 25 litres. So we say there's 80 litres of water on board. So 20 times 4, so 80 litres of water. There's probably a little bit more, but that's what we count. This is something we're working on, not out yet, so don't email me to say it's out. It's one of these feeders, but it's a treadle feeder. It's obviously not well, I can't really demonstrate it now because all the there we go. So we're working on that, a little treadle feeder. It's something really solid, like well made trail feeder. Anyway, something we're working on. Oi, oi. Oh, here we go. Oh no, one's out. Okay, you get the entertainment of me trying to catch a chalk with one hand. Okay, come on chicken, be nice, be nice. Come on, come on, whoa! Here we go! I got it, you're alright, buddy. I caught it. Oh, there's a bit of footage. I caught the chicken. Better put the chicken back. Oh! If you haven't worked out, I am the cameraman and the chicken catcher. Okay, this is the very first e-coop we've ever built, and it's an e-coop because it's an everything coop. It's very versatile. So this one's got a little man door in the side, and I'm renovating this one at the moment because I've got hello, I've got 3 little pigs. They're probably like, hang on, you got the camera. So this, I've put a little gate in the side, so I'm using these pigs to turn over soil. I'll talk to you like this so you can see me and see the pigs. So I'm using these because they're like little tractors. They mix this stuff here, the hay, in with the soil, and I'll put them over an area fairly intensively because I'm going to be planting some corn in springtime. Springtime's probably about 6 weeks away, so I'm preparing it now, and these guys are doing the work rather than getting a tractor and going over with a rotary hoe so many times. I'd rather get these guys. I can drop a little bit of wood chip in, I can drop a little bit of hay, straw, there's pasture in the paddock, but I just want them to mix up that top layer just so it's ready for planting, and obviously they're adding their manure in. So this is how I've sort of decked out the e-coop. This was like an e-coop grower, then it was an e-coop layer, and now it's an e-coop pig. Maybe that's what I'm not sure what I call it. So I've put a little gate in the side because I've got some electric pig fencing, which I'll run out the side. So yeah, that's the pigs, and I think finally I can take you over to the rabbits. Oh, here's some of the tree guards here. Planting Systems Australia, they do great tree guards. So I'm planting some trees. Need to plant more trees, but I love the saying. I've probably said it before, you've heard me say it, so it's probably not funny anymore. What's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. What's the second best time? Today. Okay, so some rabbits. So these rabbits are New Zealand white cross Californian. These little babies are really cute, and they're just sort of munching on a bit of grass. So they can get access to the grass, but they've got a mesh floor. They can't fully dig out. They do try. Well, not try and dig out. Here's some little holes they've dug. And I've said this before, I don't mind them doing that because they're not digging them so deep that I'm going to break my ankles, but they're mixing the soil with the grass, with the roots, and they're making little compost piles. So they're doing great little bits of soil disturbance. So I've got a couple of rabbits in here. Got another rabbit in there. So I've got a few rabbits. So anyway, that's a bit of the farm tour. You've seen the compost heap, you've seen the chicken caravan 30, you've seen the chicken caravan 10, you've seen the chicken caravan e-coop layer 60, the chicken caravan grower there, chicken caravan e-coop pigs, the tree guards, and the rabbits. So that's a little bit of what's happening on the farm at the moment. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.